Hi, this session is about GauVendi, coming from Gaudium Venditio, the joy of selling. And it's really to show you what's the secret behind driving 20% higher revenues, improving your guest experiences and your guest ratings, and also automate a lot more of your reservation processes. Now, before I go into it, pay attention because now I'm really unveiling the secret of the power of GauVendi. And the secret is a good breakfast muesli. You think, what a joker. What are you talking about? A muesli should be responsible for 20% higher revenues, better guest experiences, and more automation? Let's look at it a little bit more closely. What is a muesli made of? What are the ingredients of a muesli? Well, we have rolled oats, we have almonds, we have raisins, sunflower, and so on. But this is not how we buy muesli, right? Because we buying muesli in packages where all the ingredients are included and subject to the target audience, those packages looking different. For example, if I want to attract all the muscle guys, right? So the people who want to build their muscles, I might sell it as more protein muesli, right? And I price it a little higher because these guys are willing to pay a lot just to build their muscles. But let's say if I'm targeting more families or health conscious people, then I would market as less sugar, 30% less sugar. And maybe these people are more price sensitive, so I have to price it a little less. But it has the same ingredients as the other muesli before. Or if I want to target to sustainability or conscious people or conscious society, they would probably buy it more like vegan muesli, biological, etc. So again, a different target audience, and maybe they would be willing to pay a little bit more than families because they want to do something good. And it's still, again, the same ingredients. So what do we do in hotels? Because we do have ingredients as well. Our rooms have ingredients. So it's basically, we have different sizes, we have different bedding types, we have different locations, we have different views and bathroom setups. And what do we do in the hotel industry? We look at the common denominators of our ingredients and then have a static packaging, which we then call standard room, deluxe room, junior suite. And if you think about it, what do? We price room categories. We market categories. We actually even manage guest expectations in categories. No wonder that our repeat customers tell us, I don't care about your, what you call it. I want room 407 because I like this little tree in front of my window. So think about why we're doing this. Because we could sell the same way as muesli, right? We could sell experiences. We could call it a standard room. Let's say more space, queen bed, and so on. But the same features of a room, the same ingredients, could be sold as a large business room, or they could be sold as a romantic double room. Again, having different price points because they're targeting a different travel audience, which is willing to pay a different price. And they end up in the same physical room. And this is exactly what we have done at GauVendi. We call that concept dynamic inventory. And it's the ability to repackage, dynamically merchandise the same physical room differently to different audiences. So you can say 201 could be together with 101 and a couple of other units could be the standard room. But the same type, the same 202, 201 could be with 203, the business king middle floor. Or it could be the romantic double south facing along with the 301. Or it could be anything you think about, like the favorite room of your boss, right? The favorite room of the month, the Peter room, the Sandra room, whatever. It could be sold differently to different target audiences without adding new categories in your property management system. So it's just a new system on top of your PMS. And on that platform, we have actually built different tools, different automation tools, and also the next generation booking engine, because we do not want to sell stupid categories. We want to sell experiences. And this is what we've done with our sales engine, replacing your traditional booking engine, right? Because now you can sell the same physical unit as standard, standard king first row, standard top floor, whatever you think. And we will take care of the automation and the assigning of the rooms. So let's look at this in real life. This is an example of the Halo hotels. Let's say you want to make a booking 22nd September and one adult. So you get maybe the lowest price, low floor. If you don't want that, you may have a high floor. If you want another one, would be a top floor, all for different prices. But if you would look at the same period for two people, then something else would show up. Maybe now you have a standard king first row Riverview, or you have the top floor standard king, because now the recommendation shows you products which are relevant for your travel profile. And if you travel with a family, let's say you take your kids with you, then you would again look at maybe the family room as the lowest price. You would see rooms next to each other, and you would then continue your booking from there with different auxiliaries and extras. Another example, let's say the Florian in Amsterdam. They basically show that also, but let's say if you do not like what you get recommended based on the travel profile, you could also go onto the room configurator. So let's say, I don't care what you call your rooms. Please, just give me a big bed. Please, I just want a shower, a rainforest shower. And thank you, please, not low floor, just give me on the second floor. And you get matches. So it could be 100% match, and if that's not available, it could be 87% match or lower. You can see exactly what you get and what you do not get. Then you choose your pricing tariff, whatever other services you want, if you want any extras, etc., and you complete your booking. So what's in it for you by selling this way? You will get a lot more new data which you haven't had before. You will understand your customers much better because now you see what they have selected: sauna, double room, LAN view, pets allowed, whatever they have selected. You can see how many dismatches you had, how many matches, and that's really important information for capital investment decisions, for your marketing campaigns, and so on. But also, what can you get? We're looking at a look-to-book conversion, and we double, sometimes triple the conversion of any booking engine. Why? Because we sell context related, tailored related. We allow the customers to personalize their stay. And our conversion is across the portfolio 7.49%. The upsell ratio, which is another KPI you would not know when you just work with traditional booking engines, because the upsell ratio measures how many people have not booked the lowest price. So how many of each booking did we upsell to a higher value product? And this is 68.7%. That means 7 out of 10 bookings do not book the lowest price, but book an extra value product. What does it mean for your average rate? When they choose their own features, it's an average of 16.9% on top of your normal average rate. And if they book most popular rooms or other AI recommended rooms, it's an average 38% higher ADRs. Imagine how much more revenue you can do. Upsell and higher revenues are guaranteed. But of course, tech is evolving very, very fast. And this is not the only advantage you need to think about here. Because what happens now when people search your hotel? And AI agents start to search your hotel and they do not find you. Because these agents just crawl your website and you may not have all these different features and attributes on your website. And they can certainly not be booked. Well, we have started to basically play around also with ChatGPT, pushing through all these unique room products into AI platforms. That means they can be found. If somebody asks and says, I want to have a room quietly located with view to the river, etc., etc., that means they will actually find that room and they will actually be able to book that room or get a direct booking link and see when that room product is available again. Now, this is really, really powerful, and it will give operators the new power in search because third parties don't have that detailed data. They will not have that capability to market in this way. So this is really powerful, and it's another reason why you should now jump on a sales engine. If you want to do this and if you're interested in implementing GauVendi, you can be live in 3 days. It's very easy. You connect to Muse Marketplace, to Apaleo Marketplace or Opera Cloud Marketplace. You register on GauVendi. You follow the self-guiding onboarding steps. You authorize your PMS. You will find in our extranet a complete command center where you can create how you want to sell, which features you want to sell, and so on. You understand, you will be able to manage the price points. You will have a really great BI tool available for you. So there's lots of stuff you can explore. And if you want to know exactly how much more money you can do by selling differently, selling with dynamic inventory, here's a little QR scan code, which leads you to an uplift calculator using GauVendi. It's just asking you for how many categories do you have, what's the average rate of your categories, how many units are in each category, what's the average length of stay of your people, and what you get an average of bookings per month. And based on that average per booking per month, we can pretty closely tell you how much more money you would do every more month. So go check it out. Thank you for your attention.